Guys, welcome back to a new video on the channel. If you are new here and you enjoyed the content, hit that subscribe button. Of course, if you are a subscriber, then welcome back. We continue then with part 4 and season 4 of this Movistar rebuild in Pro Cycling Manager 2024. Take control of this iconic Spanish team, try to bring them back to glory. Let's get into it. And so then begins our preparations for season 4 as we're here on the 1st of January 2028. You can see the bulk of our squad here on the screen. Of course, we're going to be led once again by Joao Almeida going into season 4. Drama last year, of course, in the Tour de France in season 3, Enric Mas, the Spanish rider from Movistar, did not win a singular stage. And then into August, we tried to negotiate a new contract with Enric Mas, but of course he denied that contract and then has since left the team at the end of last season and is now riding for Bahrain Victorious. Of course, we turned that into the positives. We tackled La Vuelta, we destroyed La Vuelta, and Joao Almeida took our second La Vuelta crown in 2 years, of course, with Mikel Landa, who retired at the end of last season, taking that La Vuelta title in season 2. And then, as I said, following up with Joao Almeida's win in season 3. We haven't been resting on our laurels though. If we click on our evaluation tool up here, we can see Joao Almeida still our best rider and leader, as I said, but we have brought in reinforcements using that money saved on Enric Mas's departure on his salary to then put money towards Antonio Tibali, the 26-year-old Italian, joining us. Carlos Rodriguez also coming in, the Spaniard from Ineos Grenadiers. Giulio Perezzari, the Italian 24-year-old, also coming in. And then we've got other riders, Bernal, Romeo, Buitrago, then still supporting our main guys. Daniel Felipe Martinez coming in from Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, as well as Oya Lascano, the Spaniard, rejoining Movistar, who he left for Red Bull a few seasons ago. And then still some other riders. Another rider that we brought in, 34-year-old Marc Soler from UAE Team Emirates, providing some much needed experience for a team that's overall average age has gone down. As we look towards the bottom as well, we talk about that age group. Of course, Benjamin Laval will be in his second season with us now, the 19-year-old. Look at that potential. He's got some ability there. And look at this 5-star potential for Felix Ferrucci, the Swiss rider scouted by the great Fabian Cancellara, who we brought in directly to the first team, avoiding going to the under-23 squad. So very exciting season. As I say, there was that drama last year, but we're all looking at the positives now, and I think this season 4 could be something really, really good. Talking about that, if we go over into the planner then, as we spoke of last year, Joao Almeida really doing the good stuff for us in La Vuelta. As we scroll through this season and what we're looking to potentially do, you can see there that Joao Almeida at the very, very top of the planner is not going to be going to the Giro like he did last year, where he finished second. As we scroll through, you can see actually, indeed, he is going to be going to the Tour de France as our main man. And that is where he'll be hopefully doing the most damage this year. And then as we scroll across again towards the red bar coming into the screen, La Vuelta and the Giro, they're mainly going to be headed up by Tibali and Carlos Rodriguez, with ourselves moving Joao Almeida across from Giro and La Vuelta duty to really, really focusing on that Tour de France. That is going to be his main goal for this season, and hopefully with some good backup. I haven't really decided on this fully. You can see there is going to be fitness peaks for some of these other riders like Perezzari, Bernal, Buitrago, Martinez and so on, to support Joao Almeida. But yeah, I haven't really gone through and specifically concentrated on where we're going to finish up exactly. But I mean, that's just a general layout of things at the moment in terms of our planning, and really where Almeida's focus is going to be in this season 4. Elsewhere, in terms of modifications that we've made in reference to how our team's going to perform this season, of course, last year we re-signed again with that Movistar BMC dual contract. They gave us 18 million from season 2 to 3, and then midway through season 3 we renegotiated 16.8 million euros for each of the next 4 seasons, and we did get a nice big chunky bank balance saved up. And then going into this season, I've now invested a lot of that money. We've been able to put high performance tires on all of our 28 guys, and then we've had to be a little bit more select with molded handlebars and TTR skin suits handed out to the guys where we really feel they're going to benefit from those time trial attributes. And then 9 of our guys are also benefiting from wind tunnel and TTR position upgrades. And then overall on cobblestone materials to support riders in those types of races, we've made that investment. Optimized chain processing level 2 has been installed, as well as ceramic bearings being something we've put towards the team. So big investments in terms of new personnel and materials that we're giving to the team this season. So a big hefty bank balance going towards those things. So as we finished up in the end of season 3, of course, João Almeida finished as the 2nd best individually ranked rider in the world, following that Lava Vuelta win. And though the team ranking has been reset, we did finish up in that number 2 position. So I'm hoping this year, season 4, we can go one better and perhaps get that number 1 ranking with Movistar in this rebuild. Very hard when you've got the likes of Pogacar, who just was a massive contribution towards UAE's overhaul of points throughout these past few seasons. But yeah, I'm really hoping we can push on, do something this year. That all being said, then let's get into this season and work our way through, and obviously we'll stop off at the key points that we need to, and we'll report back how things are going in this season 4. I just had to stop for a second as we reached the 31st of March here in season 4, as I just caught a glimpse of the rankings as I was going through, and this is the first time I believe that in this 4 years so far in this rebuild I've seen Movistar move to the number 1 position in the team ranking. Of course, we're already a quarter of the year way through, so there's plenty of races and action still to come, so we could of course lose that spot, and that's very much something that could happen, especially when you have Pogacar of course leading the way. But yes, we have moved to that first spot, and I really hope that we can put together some performances in this 4th season to make that number 1 spot something that's still in place come the end of the year. But we reached that point in the season now, and transfer talk starts rising. You can see on the right hand side here, we've got around about 12 riders all out of contract at the end of this season. Definitely a few of those that I do want to keep, but we are going to have to sort through more to see who will be the stayers, who will be the goers. So definitely a few that might be on the way out. There's a couple of guys to creep up to that sort of mid-30s age that might need to be moved on, but we'll take a look. In terms of non-Movistar riders, though, a quick short list of 5 that I've profiled so far. Some big names here. One I use so from UAE team member, it's colleague Isaac Del Toro, Mexican there. Pablo Torres, the exciting Spaniard, also added to the dossier list. And then Pavel Sivakov, the Frenchman, was just one that I really like. Great rider, 5 stars on Tudor. And then Diego Pescador, young Colombian rider, that was with us at the start of this build. Did impress. I felt like we needed to free up some space and bring in some other riders, but I think it's possibly one that we could bring back for next season. I mean, I think he's on like 4.5 stars there. Back over on this side, Christian Rodriguez, now 33 years of age, and he's only got a 4-star, so already Pescador better. And then likewise Carlos Canal, 26 years of age, but the young Colombian looking to potentially outstar him. So yeah, I think maybe there could be some changes going around here. Definitely some big names on our team though: Egan Bernal, Martinez, Rubio, David Gaudu, Roger Adria, guys that potentially we're going to need to look to bring back into next season. But for sure, definitely some big names on a short list. If we can imagine we went into next season with João Almeida as the leader, perhaps alongside João Ayuso, Isaac Del Toro supporting, as well as Carlos Rodriguez that we already have. That would be a really, really exciting lineup in season 5. So we'll start having a look at this a little bit more, see where we go, and of course come August of this season, maybe we'll be starting to throw some contracts in the directions of some of these guys. Right, so we find ourselves once again then at the 1st of August, and it is transfer time. As we looked at before, Juan Ayuso, Del Toro, Sivakov, Pescador and Torres on the left-hand side, the 5 main guys that we want to look to bring in for next year's final season 5. And then these are the rest of our Movistar riders over here in green that are also running out of contract. So first, let's get started with everyone over on this left side that we want to chase. Juan Ayuso then on at 75,000, currently at UAE. Looking, is still only 25 years of age. I'm going to put that well into a 3-year contract, absolutely no problems. They're already looking at 107,000 to get the discussions going. Let's try 110. Yeah, that's going to work straight away, just with that little bump, a little bit extra. And Juan Ayuso, the Spanish rider, is going to join the Spanish team here at Movistar. Move then to Isaac Del Toro. Provide a proposition to him to join us for next year. Also have no problems giving that a 3-year contract straight away. Already jumping massively to a 92,000 opening terms I want to look at. Let's maybe go just to 95 and see how that plays. That's actually not far off, but I would think that we're probably going to put at least another 10 on the table to get that close. Wow, and it's still not enough. And we've probably already got one more go at this. Yeah, he's going right from 28,500. He's been stuck on that kind of lower contract for a few years now. And it is going to be a season 5, so I'm going to have to break the bank here. I'm going to go 120, and it works. Pavel Sivakov from Tudor Pro Cycling, the Frenchman, 31 years of age, an older rider that we're going to have to look to try and bring in here. 2 years. I'm going to go for the one because it is only going to be that season 5 that we're looking at. Luxury teammates. Let's see if we can go for, say, 40. And he is going to take that. Diego Pescador then, the 23-year-old Colombian that was with us previously. Let's move him back to 3 years. He moved away to Petrolike. He's now on 15,500. So let's try and match that. And yes, he's going to join as well. And then we've got Pablo Torres here from UAE. Fantastic young rider. Still only 22 years of age, but has been doing some great things. We need to open up his contract talks. Role of teammate, straight to 3 years. Let's say 15, see if he takes that. Yes, he does. And that is going to be those 5 riders signed on. We have to talk with Ivan Romeo to try and bring him back in to the team for next year. Let's say 65 and 4. Wow, we're still a little bit off there. We're probably going to need closer to, say, 80 to try and make that happen. And he doesn't. I thought that would be close. Look at that. It's just a little bit off. And we are going to miss out on Ivan Romeo going in to our final season at Movistar. Bit of a bombshell, much like it was with Enric Mas last year. We miss out on Ivan Romeo, and what a young star he is. 24 years of age. Just look at this guy, especially where he is with time trials now and how we've built him up. And we miss out Ivan Romeo for season 5. Now, we didn't get Ivan Romeo to rejoin with us next season, so I feel like we've got some money to play with. And I just feel like I want to get someone else in. Just who's going to help our big guys at the top. You know, it's going to be Juan Ayuso joining us next year to support João Almeida in sharing duties towards the big races. I just want another guy to come in and play a big part of this kind of GC building rebuild that we've done here at Movistar. I'm going to look at this 25-year-old, which is Johan Costillo, the Frenchman currently riding for Arkea BNB, going to be out of contract at the end of this season. And he's only on 25,000 euros a month. Look at the stats already: 80 mountain, 78 medium mountain, 75 in the hills, and got some good physical and secondary attributes to back that up. 78 acceleration. He's someone that can kind of play towards the hand of opposition riders and try and burn them out and try and create some separation and room for us on the hills. Let's try and see if we can make something work here. We've got 14 transfer points left, but we are going to have to go pretty good here if we're going to try and get the Frenchman. We're going to give him luxury teammate, and there's 60,000. I've got 3 chances that this is a final season, so I'm happy to put an extra bit of money on the board as well. Let's try 70,000 euros. That's going to be quite far off. Now the roll there, saying he's more important, so that should increase at maybe 75. Again, I'm going to put a bit more money on the board here. It's still not enough. Now this is kind of expected because we're doing this outside of the dossier riders that we've been kind of keeping tabs on and letting them know our interest for next season. So if we are going to get this over the line, we are going to have to pay some big money. Yeah, I'm going to go 95. I don't think it's going to be enough because, of course, this rider is just something that we're doing off the cuff. Yeah, we are going to be short, but that's kind of okay. We knew that was going to be quite a hard contract to get over the line, given that we hadn't been keeping tabs on Costillo. So we do miss out on him for next year. Missing out on Costillo then, and needing to really potentially bring in just one more name that might sort of help us. I'm going to look to Florian Lipovitz, German rider. Of course, he has been riding for Red Bull Bora during this rebuild so far, but his contract is coming to the end of this 28th season. Just, a good rider all around. Again, good stats in the mountain and the hills, good physical attributes, and some nice secondary stats. Will just be a nice compliment. Again, these kind of GC outfits that we're trying to make tackle the big tours in our final season. So let's try and make a push for this. We're going to have to spend 5 points. But despite not putting this guy on a dossier, he is, I think, around about on that 75% interest level. So we might be able to get this done a bit more easily than we would have done with Costillo. He's on 63 at the moment, and he's still only 27 years of age. So I think we're going to have to play close to that to begin with. We're not far off at all. We've offered 2 years luxury teammate 60. He's on 63. So if we go to say 70, like that, he's kind of in that prime age, really. Yeah, and it does get the deal done. So Florian Lipovitz is going to join us for next season. So let's confirm these signings. There's a Yusev, Toros, Ivikov, Pescador, Torres, Lau, Martinez, Rubio, Sanchez, Godu, Andrea, Romo, Lipovitz, and Higuita. We just need to make a pit stop here at the 1st of September as we're working our way through the season to sign our equipment supplies for next year. Of course, we've had some good success with Cervelo as our frame supplier. So I'm just going to sign that for another 1 year through to 2029 program. Enve wheels, again, we've been having this good success, so I feel like we don't need to change anything up there. So love good Enve wheels, so we're going to continue that. And I think pretty much likewise with group sets. Again, we've got some different group sets here. Of course, SRAM have been doing a fantastic job for us, and we might as well, just if a good thing is working, don't break it. So let's sign a 2-year program with SRAM through to 2030. So Cervelo, Enve wheels and SRAM continuing their programs with us here at Movistar. So we're now at the 20th of October. All the races that are done here in season 4. It's time to have a look and see if through this simulated rebuild at Movistar how we've got on and if we've had any success in this fourth season. We start off with the highlights of the other classics, and nothing here to speak of for Movistar. A couple of wins for Tadej, as you'd expect, with the Squad once again, and the Cyclistic Quebec. A few other names popping up here, and a few sort of other names that you don't see regularly. Timo Kalish winning again, and William Junior Lechef winning the Britannia Classic there. A few other names: Remco, Tom Pidcock, Johansson, Binny, and a couple of other guys we've been out winning the three. Of course, to the monuments, and as you might expect, again, no wins for Movistar here. We have been really focusing on building GC for our guys to tackle the main tours, and we'll get to that in just a minute. Tadej takes a Lombardia. Another name here that we don't see too often, Johannes Coulthard winning Liège-Bastogne-Liège, with Max van der Meulen second, and Archie Ryan now at UAE third, so some fresh names there. Tim Merlier taking Milan-San Remo, Wout takes the Vendée, and Tadej there once again with Paris-Roubaix. Moving to the Nationals, nothing to speak of there. Some regular names though taking home the wins, and also in the Worlds and Euros, some of the kind of typical names that we would typically see there. Of course, we did have our very own success with Joao Almeida in the time trials of last season, but now Remco has taken that World Time Trial title himself. But though in the tours, we did have some success at the Santos Tour Down Under, Egan Bernal winning his second one in a row and our third in a row, as Enric Mas won in season 2, and then Egan winning last year, and then again this year in season 4, so love to see it. Antonio Tiberi, the Italian who joined us this season, takes the Ciclista Catalunya over in Spain, our home country for Movistar. And also at the Tour de Polonia, the Tour of Poland, Tiberi was actually leading that until the last stage, and then Carlos Rodriguez, the Spaniard that we also brought in this season, then beat Tiberi on the very last stage to overtake our teammate, but we still got the win for the team. Nice to see Carlos picking up a Tour win here for Movistar in the first year. So it's some good work here in the Tours, love to see it. And then in the Tours, some big wins for us once again here. Remco takes the Giro d'Italia, his compatriot Van Valve in second, both Soudal Quick-Step riders. And then Tiberi, our Italian rider again, who joined us this year, finishing in third, 1 place less than Joao Almeida, our leader, who finished in second last year. At the Tour de France, Pogačar takes his 6th overall title now, with arch nemesis Jonas Vingegaard in second, and Juan Ayuso, the Spaniard who joins us next year in season 5, finishing in third place. But over on La Vuelta, as you can see, it's a third La Vuelta win in a row for Movistar. In season 2, we won. In season 2, we won that with Mikel Landa, who of course retired at the end of last year. Last year we won it with Joao Almeida, and this year it's Tiberi, the Italian, stepping in as Joao Almeida moved over to Tour de France duties, and Tiberi steps up by being the leader in that role, by taking first place. Now, Joao Almeida, you can see, did finish in third. He wasn't planned to make that race, but we had some injuries elsewhere in the squad, which meant that he was a late call up and moved into the La Vuelta squad just a couple of days before the race started. Filippo Zana putting in a very good La Vuelta by finishing in second, so it's the top 3 for Movistar, and a very good job, well done for the squad. As I say, that is our 3rd La Vuelta in a row and our 3rd Grand Tour in 4 seasons. We look through then at the overall victories, and having a quick scan with my eyes, that looks like that's up around about the high 80s. I think that's about 40 victories that we've had throughout this season. So pretty good job all around. Well done. Wins for Higuita, Castrillo, Zana, Lascano, Bernal, Rodriguez. Roger Adria gets 2 wins. David Gadot takes 3 wins. Ivan Romeo who we won't keep for next season. We couldn't agree that new contract with him. He will be leaving us with 3 wins. Pellizzari, the 24-year-old Italian, coming into the squad. Well done to him this season with 4 victories. And then at the top here, we've got Yao Almeida. Not as good a season as his first year last year as the leader for Movistar. Just 10 victories. But Tiberi doing a very good job, of course, with that Lava Vuelta win. And also took a couple of victories in the Giro as well. So a good season for some changes coming next year. Of course, we're going to have a really good squad for season 5 and our final season. We've got Juan Ayuso coming in, who's really going to be a top rider for us. Isaac Del Toro is coming in as well. Yeah, exciting stuff. So let's move forward. Let's get the end of the season done and dusted, and then we can move on. We're at the 31st of December 2028. It's the end of season 4. Exciting season ahead for season 5 and our final season of this rebuild. Some new names coming in. Juan Ayuso is going to be with us. Del Toro is going to be with us, and a couple of other guys as well. Very much looking forward to it. So let's move forward and get into that season 5. Thanks for watching then, guys. Part 4 of this Movistar season done and dusted. Part 5 and the final season coming soon. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in part 5. Get out of here.